I don't know if we're doing things right. Okay, sweet. She said she just heard me. Yeah, I'm having all kinds of computer issues today. Um, it has been a day. It's been a week. It's been a whole
Mm-hmm.
week since we've done this podcast, which is what we normally
Yeah.
do. So I don't know what to tell you. My name is Kyle. I am joined, as always, by Melissa Wilkinson.
Yes.
This is
The only one
episode
who gets a last
100.
name this week.
Yeah. Uh, this is episode 121 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. I feel like it's gonna be a blast. Um, Melissa,
Yeah.
how are you? How has your week been?
Pretty uneventful. I've barely watched anything outside of podcast homework. I made a pizza, which
I
I've
had
done
pizza
enough times
tonight.
now. Yeah.
There you
Well,
go. Good
there
stuff.
we are.
Eventful week. Pizza.
We've both had pizza. Yeah. I make pizza a lot, so it's not news.
No, Sam, I am not drunk. Just kind of flustered with all of the technical problems that we just had. Um, so yeah, this has been an interesting week. I am sitting at a brand new desk.
Oh.
My parents bought me a new desk. I also have a brand new bookshelf that you guys can see on stream
Oh.
over here. There you go. New bookshelf.
That looks for me where I'm sitting, that looks very similar to the bookshelf you just had.
Yeah, it's the exact same one as the one that's behind me. It's just a white one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's well, I guess not the exact same because the one behind me is 3x3, and this one is 2
Oh,
by
there's
4.
one over there. You're
Yeah.
pointing. I couldn't even see it.
This
Okay, I
side.
can see like a little corner. All right.
Yeah.
I thought you just replaced your bookshelf back there with the Street Sharks with another bookshelf that looked exactly the same. I'm like, I don't understand this.
So yeah, I guess to give a little bit of context, it was my birthday week this week.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, you did that.
Yeah, I certainly did. Didn't want to, but I certainly did.
Yeah.
And so I bought myself the new bookshelf. It's been on my wish list for a while. But I saw it for under $100, and the bookshelf was normally anywhere from like 120 to 140. So I saw it for under $100, and I was like, cha-ching, let me buy that one. And then
Yeah.
my parents got me a new desk for my birthday, and this is probably going to be a disaster here, but
What? No! No!
it's electric. It's one of those standing desks
Oh.
that can go
Oof,
up
that's
and
fancy.
down and stuff. So yeah.
God, yeah, so we have some of those in my office. They're too expensive for all of us to have them, but like a couple people have one. And my manager had her desk fully up to stand at, and then we had a power outage, and her desk
It just got
shorted out.
stuck.
Yeah, and like I had no idea that was electric. I'm like, how heavy is a desk? She's just lifting that up and down herself with the help of like, I don't know, a gear, a simple machine.
Oh man, yeah, she must have like a crank or something that she has to.
I was shocked. And she's like, well, I'm just going home now. I can't work like this for the entire day. So I'll see you later.
That's funny. Man, see, this is so strange. I have no. I'm hoping all of this works out because I guess to like put in my new desk, I had to like break down all my computer and podcast stuff, put the new desk in, and then rebuild everything back up, and I did that today. And I was hoping it would just be plug and play, but now like all of my settings are like changed. We got on Skype and my camera wasn't working, my mic wasn't working. we got on stream and my mic wasn't working, and now I'm noticing that the wait songs and stuff at our like stream starting soon page wasn't playing in our headphones, and I don't think I'm not sure because if I saw it move on OBS when Melissa talked, so yeah, I just saw it there, so I don't know. Fingers crossed that everything is working out this week, because I'm excited about all of the new stuff that I got here.
It's fun.
But yeah. And I bought myself a little plant. I guess, Melissa, you can't see that.
No,
one.
I can't see the plant. I can't see anything.
I got a fake plant friend.
Oh, it's a nice boy.
Yeah, good boy.
That's a real Jurassic Park looking plant. Like a Triceratops would eat that.
Pretty much, yeah. And then I got this little guy, my first Gunpla. Little Haro from Mobile Suit Gundam.
I remember him.
Yeah. Haro.
That's cute.
I picked this up because I've kind of wanted to build some of those Gundam models. But I don't have any experience in them, so I was like, let me get the smallest, most simplest one that I can get just to see if I can do all of that. Yeah, and it was good. It took me like, I don't know, 20 minutes to put this thing together. It's not that tough, but yeah, slowly but surely, I'm sure you guys will see me eventually get some of the bigger Gundams.
Are you gonna get into painting them? How detailed are you gonna get with these?
No, not that far. I don't have time for that. I'm not gonna be like, this is the battle-worn Gundam, and I've sanded it and repainted it to make it look like it's been in a big fight against the Zeon forces. No. But yeah, that's been my week. I put together the bookshelf, this new desk, all of that stuff. I feel like I've accomplished things in a way that I haven't really since quarantine yet.
Good.
So, feeling good. It's been a good week. Good week.
It feels good to accomplish.
It really does.
So last week we were talking about how somebody entered in a piece of information wrong in one of our business spreadsheets, and the date for this action got logged as like the 1930s. And my manager joked that one of us was a time traveler, and like 3 people jumped on, oh, it's Melissa. Melissa's the time traveler. So another misconception my office has about me is that they all think that I love The Crown.
That does seem like your type of show, though. I will say that.
Theoretically, it is, yes. There was one meeting like 2 years ago after I found out like about the amount of ceremony that goes into the proceedings after Queen Elizabeth eventually dies, and like how England's just gonna like shut down for a long time, and we work for an English client. And I had a very worried meeting where I came to them once and I'm like, guys, she could die at any time, like, are we ready? It's this like other arm of an English company. Are we ready? What is our role? What do we do? And so I think that solidified it in their heads. Like, oh, Melissa loves the Queen and all Queen-related things. And my manager, every time there's a new season of The Crown, she's like, Melissa, there's a new season of The Crown. And I have to remind her, like, I haven't watched The Crown. And they're like, oh, Melissa, you got to see it. And I'm like,
just act like you've never heard of it, period. Just like, what's that? Never.
Oh, it's like a fancy hat.
Talking about. There's a new hat out? What? Burger King has a new
hat
crown out.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I pitched it to you once and you didn't pick it, and so I've never seen it because I'm very bad at watching things that aren't for podcasts.
Yeah, well,
and they're gonna keep poking at me, so eventually I have to do this so that they'll just be quiet about it.
you've had your Melissa's Cinema Corner going for the past month or so.
See, that's the thing, is that I'll sit down and I'll watch a movie, but I'm very bad at keeping up with a series.
Yeah, I mean, a series there's more to commit to, though, right? It's a much bigger undertaking.
Because my time is like, okay, I have 15 minutes. I'm just going to watch like some YouTube videos that'll fit in that time frame. Or if I've got a couple hours, my brain blocks it off as movie. So I never have like a 45, 50-minute pocket of time.
I saw your tweet of the picture, or your tweet or your Instagram post, I'm not sure, but the one where you were just like, every so often I go to my local movie theater just to let them know that I'm thinking of them.
Right. And I spend my time on things like that, like driving around looking at leaves. No, I'm not caught up on TV. I had to go look at leaves while leaves were here. Yeah. Netflix is always going to be there. Eventually, I'm going to see season 3 of Stranger Things like I was supposed to several years ago.
I saw something, they were talking about season 4, and yeah, I was like, I think at this point I'm off of that show. Like I just like, I liked season 1, season 2 was okay, and I don't think I ever really watched season 3. I don't remember if I did, and so it's one of those things of like, well, I guess if I did and it wasn't memorable, then
I like the show fine. Just so when season 3 came out, like I wasn't in the mood for it like that week. And I keep telling myself, like, you like that show. You like those kids. You should get back there. And I just haven't done it because I'm like, oh, 12 hours. Don't I have things to do? I have a house to keep clean.
And good stuff. So more birthday shenanigans that I have to.
Yes, what did you do? How'd you celebrate? You're 30 now.
I am old. I am the big 3-0.
Right? It's terrible.
It is. Just instantly, today got so much worse. My life is ruined. I will never be the same again. No, so I took the day off on Thursday from work so I could just stay home and do nothing. But I spent the whole day...
Different flavor of staying home.
Right, yeah. So I spent the whole day on the phone with my girlfriend, who also had the day off. And we finished 2 of the shows that we've been watching, which is a good segue into Kyle's Cartoon Corner. Here we go.
Hey.
So we finished up Steven Universe, at least
all
the original show. Yeah, we've been kind of watching that this entire year. Just every so often been checking it out. And yeah, we finished up the original show, and that's a really good show. Like, that is up there in like really damn good cartoons that will
is
like top
I'm very
tier.
behind in it.
Yeah.
I think the last episode I saw was when Lars went to space, and I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, I totally forget the dude's name, but you might remember, since you are also a fan of Jay and Miles Explain the X-Men. What was the space pirate, the Summers dad? What was his name?
Corsair?
I think it might be him. Yeah, and they're like the group of space pirates.
Oh, the Starjammers is the name for the whole group, but I think Corsair is that guy's name. Yes. That's
all I could think of that entire episode. Like, this is just the Starjammers. This is Cyclops' dad out in space being a space pirate.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good. You're not too far off then. I think that's okay. I think that's at the start of season 5, which is the last season of the original show.
Okay.
And then after that, there's the Steven Universe movie, and then Steven Universe Future is the more recent show.
Okay. See, I have no idea how it happens. I know there was a movie where he got a Letterman jacket because Jams bought that jacket. And then and then there were more episodes, but I didn't know if that was one continuous series. I didn't know it had a
I
subtitle on it.
I don't know really what it's about. From what I've gathered, it's I guess a few years in the future when he's grown up, and it's just kind of the aftermath of like, well, how did you turn out after all of this stuff? So there you go. But yeah, I'm sure I will get to those shows eventually. But yeah, that show is really really good. I like it a lot. I think my only critiques of the show is stuff that everyone kind of already knows, where it starts off really slow in terms of plot. Like there's not much plot building going on happening. There's some hints and stuff that do all that stuff, but like by the end of season 4, you still don't really know much, and then season 5 is just like, okay, well let's actually get down to business and do the plot and like do all that stuff, and I'm just like, we've had enough. Sweet, I like that stuff.
Fewer beachside antics now,
but it's still like the beach antics and stuff is still so fun. Like it's
I do love the beach. I love that entire
so charming.
boardwalk.
Yeah, it's so good. So yeah, that was a fantastic show. And then we've been watching Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts, which is a Netflix original show by DreamWorks.
Okay.
Animation.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned it a long time ago on here. Or maybe I pitched it on the review show. I don't remember, but I know I've at least mentioned it somewhere on our website. Yeah. But it ran for 3 seasons, and the 3rd season came out like a month ago-ish. And another just fantastic show. Highly recommend it. I don't think it's gonna hit up there for a lot of people in terms of like, oh, it's up there with Steven Universe and Avatar and all that stuff. But it's still like, check this one out. It's really good. They have a great idea. And yeah, like it was just like a short show, 3 seasons. I think they're 10 half an hour episodes each, so not much, but yeah, good stuff. Highly recommend it.
There's this new.
Go ahead.
No, you can finish your slew of cartoons.
I was just gonna say that one's about far in the future there was some kind of apocalypse, and now humans kind of are living underground. And on the surface there is these mutants, these like mutated animals. So it's like a giant bunny with like 6 ears. Or like a giant corgi with 2 faces, or stuff like that.
Giannis corgi,
right? Yeah. And Kipo, like their settlement gets destroyed, and so she ends up getting lost out in the surface and stuff, and has to like find her way, and she starts meeting some other survivors who weren't really in settlements and stuff like that, and she starts making friends with all of the mutants and stuff like that. And there's a whole there's dubstep bees, there's skunks that are that are a biker gang, there's a bunch of cats that are lumberjacks. And stuff like that. Yeah, they're
not in the top 5 animals I would expect to be a lumberjack.
Look, there is some crazy stuff in this one, but it's a lot of fun. So you guys should go check it out.
Cool. There's a new Netflix show called Heidi that my older brother was telling me that him and my niece really love. I couldn't get it. I hovered over it on Netflix and it played some of the animation and it looked very cute, but I couldn't get a sense of what it was about. He just said it was cute and they liked it and I would like it. I'm like, okay, I'll get to it eventually, because I just started Queen's Gambit, because we've been watching the Unbreakable trilogy this week for the review show. Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. And Anya Taylor-Joy is in Split and Glass. So I watched The Witch this week in our little Discord movie club that Jams and I and friends have. We all watched The Witch. So I'm like, okay, I've watched 3 Anya Taylor-Joy movies 3 nights in a row. I might as well watch The Queen's Gambit. And then this weekend we're going to watch New Mutants, and I'd have to watch Emma at some point. It's like I'm just going to ingest this entire lady's career in like a couple weeks. I'm just in for an Anya Taylor-Joy intensive this month. 'Cause why not? Yeah, Queen's Gambit, it's good. I've watched the first episode so far, and she is in a prologue scene at the beginning, and then the whole entire rest of the episode is a flashback to when she's 9. So I've actually seen very little of her in it so far. But
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've heard good things about the pilot. They were like, just the pilot alone is brilliant.
It is. Oh, there's a lot in there. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I've
it
heard more and more good things.
But she's not Anya Taylor-Joy again yet. She's still whoever this child actress is, who's very good.
Anya Taylor-Joyless?
What's smaller than joy? Contentedness. Mild, pleasant feelings. I'm all right. Anya Taylor, all right.
You're whelmed. Yeah. So you have written down here for your Melissa's Cinema Corner that you actually read a book.
Yeah, because everything I've watched has been podcast homework or like the Discord Club movie. Like I've watched very little on my own of my own volition this week, but I've been working through the latest Dresden Files novel. This is book 17. And it's this giant endgame battle where like a Titan shows up. You remember Titans from old mythology? They're like 9 feet tall and made out of bronze. One of them shows up and destroys Chicago, and everybody that the narrative has placed within that geographical area, everybody you've heard of is there fighting off this Titan. And the whole book is just a battle scene.
The being like, we are the Titans, and mighty, mighty.
There's no singing yet, but we could very well get to a polka number later.
Good.
One of the supporting characters is this like, he's like the ME for the town. So every time there's like a corpse that's been killed by a monster, like he's the guy investigating it. And he's like, this looks like it might have been a monster. And like the Chicago law enforcement's like, it wasn't a monster. We didn't hear you say it was a monster. You know what? We're sending you on paid leave for a week. Relax, get that out of your head, come back, look at more dead bodies. Don't tell us again a monster did it. And he's like, okay, fine, but that's a werewolf. I took care of that body. Like, don't tell me that was just a regular wolf. That was a werewolf. It's like he gets wrapped up in all these supernatural problems, and he loves polka. And like the main character's trying to get him geared up for this like dangerous, deadly battle. And he looks at him and he says, hey, remember, polka never dies. And like,
okay.
When like their backs are against the wall, this nerdy little surgeon is like, polka never dies, and like screams and runs into the battle and saves the day. And this was books ago. And now he's like one of the like most major, important, powerful heroes in the series. He really upgraded. And like he's the one saving the day here again. And I'm like, we're gonna get some more polka. There's gonna be another instance where he runs into a fray and screams, polka never dies. Yeah, it's just been this long battle scene. And like a major character died, but I know it cannot be permanent. I know that's not how this author plays. So I'm like reading the whole thing impatiently, like, you're going to bring her back. I don't know how you're going to bring her back, but you're going to bring her back. So I'm just trying to like burn through the book to get to that point. It's just like all this fighting. And I'm like, nope, just solve that one mystery for me. Come on. I know he stabbed a guy. Yes, he's been stabbing a guy the whole book. I want to learn things. Can we get back to like plot mythology? And the battle's so big. I don't know what the heck the next books are going to be because this isn't the last one.
That was my next question. Is like, because I, like you said, this is book like 17 or something
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So I was wondering, are they going to make more after this? Is this the last one? Because you said also mentioned it's like a big end game battle.
I heard once that this guy was going to write 20 novels and then an apocalyptic trilogy. But I'm wondering, like, if maybe I heard wrong and it's 20 novels, including an apocalyptic trilogy. Because, like, I can see you getting a couple, like, 3 more books out of this. I don't know how you could get 5 more books out of this. And I'm not saying that, like, the story feels like it has become trite. Like
Now,
it's jumped the shark in any way. I'm just looking at it like, I don't know where you think you're going to escalate these stakes to.
do you mean apocalyptic novels, like end of the world stuff, or apocryphal, like, hey, here's some other stories, like,
no, apocalyptic,
really
not apocryphal. Okay. I'd welcome that too.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm digging it, but I'm like, what's your game, pal? Where are you going with this, Jim? So I'm just trying to read through it as fast as possible.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. It's been a while since I've read like a book. No,
we should read a book sometime.
Sometime we should. I also I was thinking about it a couple weeks ago, and I started a list of books that I wanted to eventually check out, and was like, 2021, I should at least do some audio books and like listen to them that way, like a chapter or something as I fall asleep.
Yeah.
So I was like, what cyberpunk novels do I need to read? What good like detective novels do I need to check out and stuff like that? So I started a list, but it was kind of a half-hearted list. I'm just like, that one, Necromancer.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, one day I'll start getting back to books and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm in like 4 books right now. It happens. I'm going to try and get through all of them so that I'm back to book 0 and I can just start one book and then finish that one book.
Yeah. 20 books. That's a lot. Who has written the most novels? Who has written
the most ever anywhere? I don't know. I know people who have written many books, but there's got to be somebody out there who's written more books than like Stephen King.
Okay, let's see. So I typed in who has written the most books into Google, and Google is telling me Agatha Christie, but I don't know if they're just saying like, hey, she's a prolific writer. She's written a lot of books. It says
just giving you results for books.
Well,
have you heard of books?
Google
Look at this Agatha lady.
Says Dame Agatha Christie, the most published novelist in history, is estimated to have sold 4 billion books, having written 69 novels. Nice. And 19 plays.
I to specify in on this, I googled who has written the most novels, so we count out any person writing like children's books or something like that. Not to knock those, but it's easier to write a million Magic Tree Houses. And yes, it does also say it's Dame Agatha Christie. Don't forget she's a dame.
Man, Dame Agatha. I have a handful of Agatha Christie novels. I've read And Then There Were None, which is also 10 Little Indians. They use multiple titles on that. I think I've read one Miss Marple book. I don't remember. I know I own another one that is like a book of short stories from her. I haven't read any Hercule Poirot stuff though. Yeah, Sam is like, what the fuck is a book? I have no idea, Sam.
Yeah, I feel like people either operate at none books or all of the books.
Yeah. I,
Like they can't name the last time they read a book, or they're the person who reads a book in a week. And I read like a handful of books a year right in the middle, and I feel like I don't operate at the correct speed for anyone.
Sam, if you posted a link, I don't know if it allows people to post links in here, so maybe hit up our Discord with that, and I'll check it out.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, my dad is a big book reader. He always he's a big history book
Mm.
person, so he does of that stuff and biographies and stuff like that. But okay, Discord link. What's going
It's a
on with this
Wikipedia page to
Discord?
the list of prolific writers.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at here on my computer. Actually, that's what Google linked me to when it was like Agatha Christie. Here you go. Yeah, is that in alpha or numerical order? Yes, it
I
is.
can't tell.
So this first little like chart
R.L.
thing they have.
Stein. R.L.
Where's he?
Stein has written 330 plus books.
Oh, okay, good for him.
Yeah.
Bunch of goosebumps.
R.L. Stein is
So
12 years older than my dad.
Corin Toledo or Tallado, is she's Spanish. Says she has 4,000 plus works, with her first publication in 1946 and her last in 2006. She wrote over. What's so funny?
It's completely unrelated, except for that it's about books. I found a website that was like, we went through a bunch of romance novels and we sorted them by different tropes. So if you're like, I want vampire, I want crime on a beach,
Okay.
like any specific thing you want in a romance novel. And one of the categories was 40 plus characters. And I thought, somebody's really into the genre of romance novel where there's just too many characters in the book.
Would it be
And then I realized, no, they mean a romance novel where the characters are above 40 years of age. Not where this is only novels with 41 or more major named speaking characters. Which is what I want. Like, who just has the most people jammed in there?
We need an orgy romance novel.
Like, not even orgy, just like it's one couple and a lot of nosy neighbors.
Yeah. But no, so Corin Tallado has over 4,000 published works. Says she wrote 4,000 novellas and magazine short stories. She was listed in the 1994 Guinness Book of World Records as having sold the most books written in Spanish. And earlier in 1962, UNESCO declared her the most read Spanish writer after Miguel de Cervantes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Many people to learn of.
Yes, so I guess these aren't all in numerical order, because then after that they have Warren Murphy with 107 plus, and then after that is Rolf Kalmuczak. I don't know how to say their last name, with 2,900 things. So holy shit! It says he has more than 100 pseudonyms.
That's too many, friend.
How do you even remember?
R.L. Stein's just got the one. What is all he needs?
Man, weird.
Oh no, it says Stein. He did used to write joke books before he started on Spooky Tales for Children. He wrote joke books under the pen name Jovial Bob Stein. Forgot about that one. Love Jovial Bob.
Stein.
And he's apparently also written books under the name Eric Athaby, which I'm not familiar with.
Oh, interesting.
Lots to learn about R.L. Stein.
Anyways, prolific writers indeed.
Very.
Melissa.
How many cookies are too many cookies?
Yes, so this is what I was trying to get to when I was like,
ago.
birthday shenanigans. More birthday
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So my parents wanted to, since like they weren't going to be able to see me and they won't see me for Christmas and stuff, they were like, hey, we want to get you some cupcakes to like be delivered. And I was like, okay, well, I guess there's like a local cupcake shop that I can link you to and stuff like that. And I sent them the link, and eventually they were like, well, their minimum is 2 dozen cupcakes to be delivered. And I was like, well, I guess that's not that bad, but yeah. So I sent them a website to a cookie delivery place. And I was like, well, I've bought some stuff from these guys before. I don't think they have a minimum. I mean, they might have like a dollar amount, like, hey, you have to spend $15 or something. But yeah, so my parents bought me some cookies instead from Red Eye Cookie Company. And their cookies are pretty big. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're about the size of this pop filter that I have here.
That's large.
On stream. That is large indeed. And yeah, they were like, okay, so we got you 12 cookies and some milk, because they sell some local milk to go with it too. And then I get the email confirmation, and it says 24 cookies. And I was like, I don't think my parents knew that they bought me that many cookies. And so yeah, I got like 2 pizza boxes worth of cookies, and I'm just like, roommates, help me, please. I love these, but yeah, I don't know.
That's very many. Was it an assortment? What flavors did you get?
Yeah, so I got chocolate chip, cookies and cream, peanut butter, and snickerdoodle. Those 4.
The primary 4. No oatmeal raisin.
Yeah. No, I'm not a oatmeal fan, not a raisin fan, and they don't work well together. So
I feel like chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, snickerdoodle, and peanut butter are like the 4 horsemen of cookies. And I think cookies and cream is like the death of cookies, because it's like a cookie inside of a cookie. It's like a cookie singularity.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I was thinking about a cookie made out of a bunch of bits of another cookie. It makes me feel like I'm staring into a tunnel.
Side note, Sam, if I switch back over to solo, can you hear me now on this? Let me know. I'm gonna switch back to Captain's here. There it's it. So yeah, let me know if you could hear me on the solo thing now. Too many mic problems. But yeah, they're ginormous cookies. They're also really fluffy. Like they're big. They have a lot of just a lot of volume. So I'm gonna be stuffing my face with that. And my roommate got me big like chocolate and peanut butter bar, I guess is what you
Huh.
would call it. It's like the size of a piece of cake. Um, and it's delicious too. So I just have a bunch of
Ooh.
sweets and stuff to do all of that. But yeah, it's a lot of cookies.
That's very much.
Yeah, it is, but they're so good. It's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be great.
So, yeah, it's not that much of a problem to have too many cookies. I'm about to embark on cookie season. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
are.
know how I'm going to distribute cookies this year, but I got
Hmm.
to at least start making them so that I have more practice under my belt for when it comes to be cookie time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I made good French toast last weekend. I'm going to make it again tomorrow.
Ooh.
You know what I did? I had a bowl of cereal for dinner. Not as 100% dinner, but like 40% of dinner was a bowl of cereal. I had
Right.
Cinnamon
Yeah.
Toast Crunch, and then I just saved the milk. I just put the milk in a Tupperware in the fridge so I can make French toast with that in the morning. It's
Good
already
old
cinnamon.
cinnamon sugar milk. Yeah. Interesting.
Efficiency.
Recycle. Reduce, reuse,
Recycle.
recycle. Right. That's it. Yeah, but my dad was also a big French toast maker. That was his specialty.
What I
Um,
dig about it is that it's a good amount of egg. It's more egg
yeah,
than a waffle or a pancake would have. So I can trick my brain into thinking like, oh, more protein,
yeah,
slightly healthier.
yeah. There's that. Like my dad made regular French toast. He used Bisquick, so he didn't make it from like scratch. Um, but he eventually was like, you know what? I'm gonna experiment with my recipe some, and he made what he ended up calling fabulous French toast. That was his name for it. And yeah, basically it was like gonna add in a little bit of vanilla extract and some cinnamon in there, and some stuff like that. And it was also very
These
good.
are,
So,
these are very basic twists, but yes, sounds good.
right, yeah.
There's a limited amount of, I think once I did make French toast with Bailey's in the batter. And I have some
Mm.
rum chata, so I could make that into some French toast.
Alcoholic French toast, man, that's an interesting one.
You can.
I, I guess that means you could make like alcoholic pancakes and alcoholic waffles.
I believe so. I forget how much and what kind of liquids go into there. But yeah, these were just cream liqueurs I was mixing in with the milk for French toast batter.
Interesting. I wonder
You
if
can
that would
booze
be
up
good.
many
Like
things.
how good was that? Like on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate your liquored up? When did you
This
make
was a
French
while
toast?
ago.
Yeah.
This was like 2 years ago. It was pretty good. You could taste the Baileys in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I recommend. Try it. I made French toast. I'm gonna make a pie this week for Thanksgiving. I am
Pumpkin.
gonna do a pumpkin pie, but with a layer of chocolate ganache over the top of it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that pumpkin chocolate combo. Like a little tart.
Yeah, man.
I've been wanting to make some biscottis. I've really been craving lately. Like, I want to sit down with a hot mug of coffee and a biscotti. Like, I think I've seen too many pictures of like cute French cafes on Pinterest, and I want to recreate that in my own home. So I'm like,
Right.
heck, I got to get that biscotti. The biscotti is a key element.
Get that cafe experience right at home.
Right. Yeah. Sit myself down at a tiny, uncomfortable metal table outside.
Yeah. Speaking of cakes and stuff like that, you have this thing down here for a PlayStation 5 cheesecake.
Yes.
So I got my PlayStation 5 this week.
Oh, good.
It came on Monday. And I've been playing that. I played Astro's Playroom, which was fantastic. I loved it. And I played Spider-Man Miles Morales, which was incredible.
All
What a
bad.
good game. But yeah, you posted this and was like, PlayStation 5 cheesecake. Not like sexy ladies, like a real cheesecake, the food.
Yeah. So I heard about this on, of all places, one of my Disney podcasts, because the hosts are also both big video game nerds, and they were talking about this. I thought this was a tie-in promotion. It's not. Philadelphia Cream Cheese just has created a promotion where they're selling like a cheesecake recipe pack with all the ingredients and a little pan shaped like a PlayStation 5. Breathtaking flavors, stunning ingredients, next generation joy. It's the Philly Series 5. It's just a pack. It's just like a brick of cream cheese. Several bricks of cream cheese and a little pan that's shaped like a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
It says 5 cream cheese bricks of power, Ultra HD white chocolate, the latest 3D cookie crumb technology. And it's just like touting, like it's in a box, like it's a high-tech item. It's just touting itself as the latest technological marvel device you have to get. You make a cream cheese. You make a cheesecake with it. And I think this is fun. I think the fact that Philly cream cheese, a brand nobody thinks about,
that's
did
the
this
one that I get. But yeah, right. It's like I just don't even think about it. Like that's
right, because everybody get. Yeah, it's like Philly or like the store brand. Like nobody thinks about other kinds of cream cheese. Like Philadelphia, it's like Heinz ketchup or something. Like it's cemented in your mind as the brand for that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like they don't need to advertise. We're going to get it anyway. But they're like, no, let's come up with this thing to go along with the PlayStation 5. And I like it better that it's their own creation instead of. Although it would also be delightfully weird if PlayStation was like, we need corporate partnerships to launch the PlayStation 5. Philadelphia cream cheese, are you in? And I wish more companies would just have silly promotions like this to go along with like events. Like I thought about today, what if last year when Endgame came out, like Pizza Hut was like, you have to come get the end game of pizza. And there's nothing, it's not a Marvel tie-in. It's not a promotion. They're just using the lowercase noun word end game. They're like, get the end game of pizza. Comes with 6 powerful toppings. There's like a very dramatic trailer for the pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, they need more stuff like that. The stuff I see lately is like, oh, you can get our shoes and stuff that are designed like that. Like Adidas did a neat thing with that Miles Morales game.
Yes.
That you can buy the shoes that Miles wears in the game. Like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
And like I've seen that stuff, and then I know that cyberpunk game that I'm super excited about. They have like cyberpunk like themed shoes, but they're not ones that like your character has in the game per se. But so I don't know.
I'm just. What if they modeled this incredibly detailed, immersive cyber reality, but they're like, we didn't model feet though. Like we had to cut budget somewhere. No feet. They're just like blocky gray shapes. Nobody's got real feet.
I would be so upset.
You don't even see. It's not like the shoes aren't from the video game. It's like, oh, there's no shoes in the video game. We need no shoe money. What, you want us to crunch our staff to program shoes? Who cares about shoes? We cut shoes out. There's no shoes in this game.
Rob Liefeld,
who's gonna pan the camera down there? That's why we made the faces so good. You're not gonna want to look at the feet.
There's a comic book artist.
Is it Rob Liefeld, where he just draws the feet disappearing to little points?
It's that, yeah. It's exactly what I was thinking of. Like, he has some interesting art. It's definitely not my favorite, but he's also like one of the most like iconic
Yeah.
like 90s comic book art styles. But yeah, it's just not good at drawing feet. But you know what? I understand.
Yeah, no one is. I don't know who's regarded as the foot artist. None.
I'm sure you could find someone on WikiFeet. I'm sure they would know, but I have
Maybe
no
there's
idea.
somebody in the life drawing community who's like, I don't know. Like, I didn't set out to do it. I just got good at feet somehow. I'm just a feet prodigy. I just draw them real well. I don't have strong feelings about them. I can just draw them very well.
So I entered Rob Liefeld bad at feet in Google, and the first thing that comes
Google
up,
returns a fact. It just says fact. True.
Yeah,
Google
it just says
say yes.
fact. No. So the first thing that comes up is from a website called progressiveboink.com.
Yes.
And it's the 40 worst Rob
Yes.
Liefeld
Yes.
drawings.
Yes, I've looked at this page before. I remember this.
Great. Go look at that website because they're pretty bad. Let's see if I can go back over here.
Link that. I want to read over this again.
Yeah.
I remember coming across that in that like that period of the internet, like after like lolcats, where it was
Sure.
just like cracked lists. At least in my own evolution of what I went to the internet to do. Like I feel like 2010 was big into just lists of things. And I remember
Yeah.
that.
Listicles.
Yeah, big time for listicles like 10 years ago.
Stuff. Advertisement for Wine Club 2.
Wine.
Oh. Hey. Well, speaking of comics and stuff,
Yes.
I mentioned this in our Discord, but apparently Patton Oswalt is going to write an issue of Black Hammer Visions, which is an anthology series focused on Golden Gale.
Exciting.
We covered the first 2 volumes of Black Hammer on the review show, one of our other podcasts, and it's been a favorite of ours.
Yes. Yeah. Keep
Yeah,
bringing that one up.
They're starting to come out with some series for different characters and stuff like that. And yeah, they're starting to announce some stuff for Black Hammer Visions. It was like Patton Oswalt. I think Kelly Sue DeConnick was on there as well. Someone else I'm not remembering right now, but yeah, like I those are absolutely books you should check out. Go read some Black Hammer and then go listen to our podcast.
Yeah, we dug it very much. I still need to go and finish volume 3.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just buy these somewhere because I'll read it a lot easier on paper. I think we've talked about how I don't read more comics because I don't like dealing with my tablet because it doesn't work that well.
Yeah. You need a new tablet.
I don't use it for anything but digital comics, and I don't read enough of them to warrant buying a new tablet.
So when I got my the Mac that I was on before this PC, I bought that Mac at the same time that I bought another laptop so that I could have like one to stay at home and do the podcast on, and then one if I like needed to travel or go to my work and use that to like watch YouTube on and stuff like that. So I'm not goofing off on the company computer and accidentally download something I'm not supposed to. But almost immediately after I bought that, I was just like, kind of wish I just bought a tablet like for comics, because that's basically all I need it for is my comics and like maybe watching a YouTube video or something, you know. So like that's what I need, and my phone is too small. That's what I read most of my digital
Oof,
comics on
that's
right now.
rough.
Yeah, but I mean, I have one. Well, I guess the iPhone 11 Max or whatever it is. So I have a big one on
Okay.
the
Yeah, it's a big boy.
landscape. Yeah, it's fine, but it's just yeah, it would helpful if it was just like right there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there's that. I'm excited about that. And then we got news today that Black Panther 2 is supposedly will start filming in July.
Very surprising.
Yeah, a little bit sooner than I expected. I think just a couple weeks ago, the actress who plays Shuri was out there being like, "Yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna do without Chadwick Boseman." Um, which, by the way, they had another tribute to him in the Spider-Man Miles Morales game
Oh,
after you beat the game, and I was just like, "Oh my god!"
that's sweet.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Um, Sam says, "I know I'm an Apple shill, but the iPad is perfect for writing, and they still make the Mini." Yes, that is
Mm.
exactly what I want. I want an iPad Pro. That's one of the things on my list of just like I will buy it, please.
Mm-hmm.
So go go indeed. Oh, I forgot to mention I am wearing one of our Whatnauts shirts.
What? Oh, I didn't know we had long sleeves. Well, I guess,
Yeah,
on those sites you can program any merchandise you want.
yeah, on our store, which is the whatnauts.com/store. Yeah, there's a few designs up there. There's not much, but yeah, you can get t-shirts, tank tops, long sleeve shirts. You can get crew neck sweatshirts. I think you can get hoodies. There's baseball style tees. You can get mugs and notebooks and laptop cases and phone cases and pillows and
Pillows.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
What a
you get
flex to get a pillow.
a Whatnauts pillow to go on your bed there for the podcast.
Wow. I do
Um,
like that idea.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
How's the shirt? Is it cozy?
It's actually really good. Yeah, I like it. I mean, they my roommate used to do a bunch of screen printing. So it's basically like that same kind of catalog of like styles of shirts and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it's good. It's a quality shirt. I've bought some merch from them. I think we use T Public is what we use, but I bought some merch from them for other podcasts and stuff that I like. Um, yeah, that good stuff so far. But I bought their shirts. I bought magnets, which you can
Hmm.
also get for the Whatnauts stuff. And I bought some stickers. Not a huge fan of their stickers. Magnets are fine. They're a little bit thin for my
Hmm.
taste, but they are good. They work good. I bought some Whatnauts magnets just to
Hmm.
be like, what are these? Um,
Yeah.
Sam says T Public seems down right now. That's no good.
Oh dear. Ugh. You just
Was
have to
that
imagine all these
the
goods.
T Public website, or was that whatnauts.com/store that you went to?
Hmm.
Let me see. I should just go
Yeah.
test it out.
I'm not a t-shirt person, but since I just live and work at home now, like I
Mhm.
just cycle through like the same collection of like the big loose shirts over and over again because there's no point in me wearing my nicer clothes. Like I'm not going to wear a blouse. That's one of my nice work blouses for no one to see and for me to probably spill coffee on, which is always a risk, but the risk is offset by the gain of I'm wearing it outside where people can see it. If it's just me, I'm just like, all right, large plain black shirt, please. and I'm getting exhausted of like, okay, which 6 shirts am I wearing today? So I've been thinking about getting a couple more t-shirts to put into the rotation. Maybe some podcast merch. I want a vaporwave shirt a lot.
Vaporwave shirt
Just with
would
like
be
a
nice.
dolphin and a Helios and like the Windows 95 logo, and it's like pastel pink. I've looked at a lot of vaporwave stores. I haven't found the shirt yet.
No. They are also always having a sale on TeePublic. So right now things are 23% off for the next day, 4 hours, 45 minutes, and 45 seconds.
How'd they land at 23?
I have no idea. No idea at all. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff to go explore.
Yeah, buy things
On there, and hopefully by the end of the year when we do our it might be by January 1st. Hopefully I'll have a few other designs up there on our store. I've been wanting to do that this whole year, haven't got around to it just yet, but yeah, man, excited. So you and I are planning on doing a episode of the Reactor Core on Tuesday for the Star Wars Lego Holiday Special.
Yes.
Have you watched it yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, neither have I. I'm hoping to watch it this weekend. I still need to watch both Split and Glass for the review show too. But what? This made me think. What other things need holiday specials? Because I've seen like older cartoons.
Yes.
Someone sent me a link to a thing of Rocket Power, and it was their holiday special and stuff like that. And I saw a link today that was like, Marvel needs a Lego holiday special. And I was like, yeah, that would be great. That would be amazing.
I definitely want a Marvel one. I don't care which canon it takes place in, who's alive, right? Who isn't.
Yeah, just
I'm sure Iron Man's there.
Somehow.
Yeah, I don't know when it takes place in the timeline. It's Christmas. Don't think about it.
But what else definitely would make for a good one?
That's a clear one. I would love a DC holiday special from like the DC cinematic universe as it is now, which is
grim, so dark.
at large, but comes in a variety of tones. Shazam isn't that tone. Yeah, the Birds of Prey isn't that tone exactly. But I do want I want everybody there for like I want it this special particularly to have the same tone as like the Muppet Family Christmas.
No,
I want this to be warm. Everybody's wearing a big sweater.
It's Shazam trying to get to spread the holiday cheer at the like Justice League hideout, and everyone else is just like grim, dark, and gritty, and he's just like, "But come on, guys, it's Christmas."
It's gonna be very Shazam heavy. Yes, it's Shazam. His whole Shazamily, the whole Shazamily comes.
Okay,
the whole Shazamily comes to the Wayne Manor. They got stockings. They got treats. Stockings have got their superhero names on them because it's like, okay, I know your name's Bruce, but I'm not supposed to know your name is Bruce. Shh. So the B on there stands for Batman. I promise it does not stand for Bruce at all. What you get in your stocking, Batman? It's a Terry's chocolate orange. The #1 stocking gift.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I want it to have like a musical guest. I don't know who, but
I was thinking, it'd be interesting to have like a James Bond or a Mission Impossible holiday special.
Oh my god, James Bond! Mission Impossible. I can really imagine that Christmas special.
That'd be an interesting one.
God, yeah, why don't more movie franchises just have a Christmas special? Why haven't we had a Fast and Furious Christmas special where like they get a supercharged Santa's sleigh? This seems obvious to me.
We are tweeting this out right now. the Whatnauts tweeting this out.
Twas the Fast Before Furious.
Twas the Fast Furious. Let's see, what other franchises? How do you spell? Is that right? Okay, yeah. Franchises need a holiday special, and why is it Fast and Furious? Oh, good. Okay, what's a good gift? We need a good Fast and Furious gift.
Both a gif and a gift.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we don't know where the Avatar franchise is going because those movies have been in development for so long. But like, what if one of them is just whatever the Pandora equivalent of Christmas is?
I don't think we need more of those movies in general, but
they're going to happen. They got to make more movies to support the great theme park.
I think I heard something that at least the second movie is completely filmed and they're almost done with the third one.
What?
Yeah, because I think they were like filming them back to back.
I feel like I only hear like one rumor about these movies every 10 months, and it's never that filming
Christmas
has
special.
started.
That would be a good one.
What one?
To Portal, the video game, but Sam says a Lego Portal Christmas special. I'd like that a lot.
I'd take just a Lego Christmas special with our friends from the Lego movie.
Sure, yeah.
Just the original ones. You know, you don't always got to get an IP up in there.
That'd be a good one. Man, I need a good Fast and gift. Good one. Good one. Do Dom. Dom was good.
I can't name moments from Fast and Furious. Right? Yeah. It's Mr. Diesel.
Excuse me, Mr. Diesel?
Mr. Diesel? I'm your substitute teacher. My name is Mr.
Diesel. And his evil twin, Mr. Unleaded. Oh, man.
There's a band out there called Van Damsel, which I know is a play, or I imagine is a play on, Jean-Claude Van Damme. But whenever I see the phrase Van Damsel, that sounds like an alternate universe's female Vin Diesel.
It's funny. Let's see. What else would make for a good one?
Tron. Any version of Tron.
I would love to see Celebrate Christmas. Good, but like, is there like a has there been like Simpsons holiday specials besides the Treehouse of that stuff?
Yeah, they've had Christmas episodes. The best one is one where Bart really wants this violent video game and Marge won't buy it for him, so he shoplifts it. And she catches him and she's like, I'm not nice, good job shoplifting, Bart. And she catches him and she's like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. And this like wrecks Bart so much. You just watch him like going about his day, just trying to live after knowing he's disappointed his mom so much. And there's a scene where he goes over to Milhouse's house and like his mom's sitting there like addressing Christmas cards or something, and he sits down and he helps her with one and he looks at her very eagerly and says, "Tell me I'm good.
Tell me I'm good, please. Please, Seth."
I think about that all the time. So yeah.
What else do we need? We need like how can we said this already? We need a Mr. Robot one.
The entire fourth season was a Christmas special. It was a Christmas special for like 6 straight episodes.
On Christmas, sure, but just like a legitimate Christmas special, like reunion thing.
We need a Christmas special within the aesthetics of the sitcom episode. We just need them to do that again, but it's Christmas this time.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Oh man, that's fun though. It's starting to get chillier out, right?
Yeah.
It's still fall. It's still that
Yeah, it
season,
can
but
still get
it's
up to like 70 degrees, but it can also be 36 degrees.
yeah. So
We're embarking upon what I regard as Wendy's season.
Wendy's season.
Okay, you know the video that's an old Wendy's training film about how to prepare hot drinks for customers, and it's like this
No.
little R&B song, hot drinks. Coffee, decaf, hot tea, and hot chocolate. These are the hot drinks that we serve, so get set. When you offer the coffee in your store, it's a really well done. It's a banger, Kyle. Not an
wild.
ironic banger. It is a sincere banger. I love the Wendy's hot drink song
How do
so
you
much.
even know about this thing? Like
I do.
where do you even find it?
It's on YouTube. I don't remember where I first found it, but people know of this. You know, podcast The Ride that I keep talking
you've
about
mentioned it.
many a time. One of the co-hosts of that show loved the hot drink song, and he had it played at his wedding. And it's not on Podcast The Ride. I think he was on an episode of Jordan Jesse Go telling them about how he just had a normal TJ and he's trying to convince him, like, no, trust me, you have to play the Wendy's hot drink song and it's going to be a huge hit. And this guy who's getting ready to play like YMCA is like, okay, hot drinks. Yeah, and it hit, as he tells. Everybody loved to hear the hot drink song. Do you have hot tea and hot chocolate? I love it. So yeah, ever since I found this several years ago, as soon as like it starts to get that chill in the air in like mid-November, it becomes Wendy's season for me. And there's like deep within me a core craving for Wendy's.
This is so funny.
I love it. It's one of my favorite internet treasures. Also, my friend
Ty.
Ty.
Even know about that though.
I'm surprised you didn't. I thought this was one of those things everybody knew.
No, I had no idea.
Wow. Well, welcome to hot drinks.
Cold drinks.
Yeah, there's also chili can be served with cheese.
I see that one.
None of the songs are as good as hot drinks, though. I'm going to have to send you my whole playlist of videos I play at parties and make sure you know all of them. This should just be like a live stream night where I show you our full party playlist.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, we should just have like a Whatnauts family YouTube party.
One of the things that I want to start doing, I actually have yet to tell the crossplay guys, but I want to make Wednesday night like Whatnauts Wednesdays and have a live stream every Wednesday night.
I'm busy on Wednesdays.
Just like usually of them like playing video games or something, just us streaming something more often. Because besides hoping to make it to 50 followers on Twitch, that's only one of the things that you need to get to affiliate. Another one of the things is to like stream on 8 nights in 1 month, which we used to hit consistently when we were live streaming the review show, but we don't do that now. So yeah, I want to do more stuff like that. But yeah, it'd be fun to have just days where we're just like goofing off and watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. So more streaming in the future.
Yeah.
And
I've
like
got a whole
actual
playlist.
Like streaming, not just like we're recording a podcast. Just like let's just have fun.
Yeah. Wendy's hot drinks, big rotation for me, marks the season. And my friend Ty, he has this nice basement theater, and he would host these like weeks of movie nights that I used to go to. And he hasn't done them this year, of course. I feel like the last time he did it, like a year and a half ago, like it was winter time. and he lives by a Wendy's. So I'd be like, oh, I'm running late. I got to grab dinner. I'll go to this Wendy's. So like Wendy's just becomes like a wintertime food for me. When it hits winter, I want Wendy's and I want weird old video ephemera like hot drinks. Because I think it was some November a couple years ago that like Too Many Cooks hit it big. Love Too Many Cooks. First saw that at a weird party at Ty's house in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And like I went to an Everything is Terrible show. I think that was in a November. So like
Okay.
just weird old internet videos got marked as like that time of year. And do you know the Museum of Anything Goes?
No.
This is some old CD-ROM game that I never heard of, but Sam's favorite streamer, Vinny Vinesauce, he did a playthrough of this game, which was just like not really a game, but it's like a like a tech demonstration. Like these guys who would just program like little odds and ends into like it's just like a walking simulator. You walk around a museum and there's just like things you look at and like buttons you click on. It's not a game. You just walk around and look at things, and they just put in like cheesy little animations and like their family vacation photos.
Weird.
And it's like a puzzle, and you move the like 6 puzzle pieces around, and you keep turning around and finding different strange things. But you showed me the video where he walked through this and played this game 4 years ago, Thanksgiving week. I remember it specifically.
That's funny.
So I just want old nonsense like that. When the weather turns cold, I just want to watch like old commercials and training videos and CD-ROM games. I don't want anything new.
Yeah. I would love to like replay all of the old like humongous games like Already Fish and stuff like that. I know they'll be like super simple, but that was like a huge part of my childhood.
Yeah.
And to like one day replay those and be like, this is so much fun. I remember these.
Brutal Moose plays those a lot on Twitch, and every year on his birthday, he plays Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise.
Nice. Good stuff. Yeah. So, been an interesting week. For sure, with all of this stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling accomplished.
Nice.
Had some good laughs here. We are I'm excited to watch Split and Glass because I've already watched Unbreakable this week, and that's what we're gonna be covering on the review show. Yeah, good stuff is coming. I'm
excited.
In a good mood, but I feel like we've also had a good year for the Whatnauts.
Yeah, we have produced solid content.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think it's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
So, good stuff. Well, let's wrap things up there. That way we can get out of here and enjoy the rest of our weekends and all of that stuff. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping. If you guys did not know, we have multiple podcasts here at the Whatnauts. Hopefully you know by now, though, because we've mentioned them a bunch of times here on the show. Yeah, if you guys want more information on those, you guys can go to our website, thewhatnauts.com, as well as your favorite podcasting platform of choice. Just type in the Whatnauts, and all of our shows will pop up right there. You guys like what we do, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is where you can support us for as little as $1 a month. We have a $3 tier with all kinds of exclusive content. And I still need to plan out what we're going to do next for crossplay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an idea yet, but we need to come up with something soon. So be on the lookout for whatever that will be. Down the road. And then last but not least, big shout out to our patrons at the $5 tier. So thank you, Sam, for helping us out.
Thanks, Sam.
Supporting us. Come join Sam on Twitch on our live stream chat. I'm sure she would love some company in the chat. But we stream every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's when we record this podcast, so you guys can watch it live. So yeah, go follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/the Whatnauts. We're hoping to make it to at least 50 followers on Twitch. Right now we're sitting at 42. So we're not that far away. But yeah, if you could help us out and follow our Twitch channel, that would be amazing. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mentioned our store, thewhatnauts.com/store. You can get this beautiful shirt that I have here.
Yeah, it is neat. I want one because it's got a W on it, and W means me.
There you go. Wilkinson Rocket. That's what it means, right?
That's my full name. If I demand to marry whose last name is Rocket, Wilkinson-Rocket.
Yeah, so that
if I
is
marry Johnny
about
Rockets, the diner chain.
Yeah, exactly. Melissa, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Wilkywit. That's WILKYWIT. And listen to my other podcast, Saturday Morning Obscurities, where me and my brother Jams watch weird old kids shows that we vaguely remember, and sometimes we've never seen them before, and we're watching them for the first time as adults.
I have a question about your podcast.
Okay.
Well, I guess about your podcast / James Bond. I found out this week that there was a cartoon supposedly called James Bond Jr.
Truly called that, yes. I've heard of this.
I fully expect an episode on James Bond Jr.
Eventually we're going to get to James Bond Jr., which is not about James Bond's son, it is about his nephew, improbably named James Bond Jr.
I had no idea that was even actually a thing, and I heard it, and I was just like, I need to ask Melissa.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, because every James Bond podcast I listen to is like, oh, we have to cover that, and they haven't covered it yet.
They never do. You can be the first one.
I'm the pioneer. I'm going to beat Spectre to it.
Yeah. And then I think it was that very same podcast that made a Simpsons reference that I understood because it was the monorail episode.
See?
They referenced that.
Beneficial!
I felt like Captain America, and I was like, I get that one. I know what that means. I know that reference. So that was
lovely.
Good. You guys can find me at Yo Kyle Springer on Twitter and Instagram. I put a lovely picture up of my new Gunpla, my little action figure thing that I made. Yeah, so you guys can follow me there. If you guys want to stay up to date with our shows, we are at The Whatnauts on Twitter. Go like, share, subscribe. You guys know the deal. I mentioned go follow us on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/The Whatnauts. That's about it. That's a lot. That's a mouthful. Let's get out of here. This has been episode 121 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. We will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.